Okay, so this is our Bokashi bucket. I've unscrewed the lid. I've got our bran. This is the bran, okay. And this is the presser plate. It does not smell bad at all, you guys. I can't smell anything. I mean, when I stick my nose kind of in there, it smells a little musty. But it doesn't smell bad at all. I do not mind having it in my house. There's been no bad smells the entire time. The one day I thought there was a bad smell, it was just coming from my my planting water. I water my plants, and I will put the fertilizer in the water, and it's kind of stinky. So here I am just sprinkling some bran. You can see it's just a little bit. And I'm gonna do the Funkadelic bones first. Diesel's real excited. He's gonna lick out the thing, but we're gonna put the bones in there first. That's one of the very cool things about Bokashi, is that it takes bones, and these are kind of some old chicken bones I meant to make. That's my dog. He is gonna clean that out for me. So I'm actually going to give a little layer of bran to this, and then I'm gonna add more veggies on top of it, just because even though they say the Bokashi will take care of it, I still am a little nervous about it because I'm putting bones inside. All right, now I'm gonna put in some more, this is some sourdough that went bad, and some food. I mean, I know I'm pushing my compost around. It's my own food waste, guys. You can use a spoon. I'm not particularly grossed out by my food waste. I'm gonna do a little bit of a layer. They say to do it in, like, if you're worried about smell, like 2-inch layers. So I'm a little bit worried because of the chicken. So I'm just gonna do a 2-inch layer here, and a little bit more of the bran. Okay, and then the last of my compost from this week. This paper, I order paper from the company Who Gives a Crap. They make a bamboo toilet paper, which is sustainable. It comes wrapped in paper to keep it hygienic. Sometimes I use it for my cookie. When I give away cookies, like, I'll use it as the tissue paper for the cookies, but last week I used it to line my my compost bin. So it's just soaked with food grease, and you can see it's already decomposing. Okay, so we're gonna put one more layer here. These are all things that so there's, like, again, coffee grounds in here, eggshells, veggies, rice, sourdough, chicken bones, chicken fat, chicken scraps. I said eggshells. Chomp, chomp, says Diesel. Chomp, chomp. All right, a little bit in that corner. I feel like they don't have any over there. And I'm gonna put that in there. Okay. Very high tech, as you can see. Then we take our lid, okay? And I'm going to compress the Bokashi. And I can feel the air coming out. For real, use both your hands and put all your weight on it, okay? Now I'm gonna screw back on the lid. And you can see the bucket's not full yet. Okay, look, the bucket's not full yet. I think I have maybe another 2 buckets. I think it's gonna take me about 4 buckets to fill this. My bucket is a 6-liter bucket that I use. Okay. Now I am screwing back on the top. My dog is hunting a fly that got into the house, but the fly is not in my Bokashi bucket. And voila, it's done. I gotta clean up the bran that I spilled, but that's dry and clean. Like I said, it's not made any excess liquid yet. Does not smell bad when I open it, and has not been smelling bad this whole time so far. So far, I'm super happy about this technology, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Thanks, Diesel, for your visitation, and thanks for hunting the fly. We appreciate your service. Okay, see you guys later. Hi, everybody. It's me, Nexus. My third addition to the Bokashi bucket today. Now, if you remember the last time we put some chicken in there, we're gonna find out now if it smells bad, or how bad it smells. Okay, let's unscrew it. Diesel's coming over to check it out. It doesn't smell too bad, actually. It smells, I don't know how to describe it. A little bit sweet. It's not like my favorite smell. I wouldn't want to like sit with it. It's got some phenols and stuff, but it's not necessarily bad. Just kind of like a fermenting smell. So I've got some burnt bread in here, lime, mango pit, detritus from my citrus trees and plants. My dog is now licking the top of the Bokashi top, so I guess it's not so terrible. He was licking this part. So now I'm gonna press down. You can see it. I think I can get maybe one more bucket's worth in here. Here, let's take a quick look. Oh, I forgot I forgot to put more bran on top, and we can't forget that. If you forget that, bad things are gonna happen. So, okay. Putting on my Bokashi in a thin layer. I would say it's about 1/4 centimeter deep. I'm just sort of making a light dusting. But you can't see it underneath that dusting. It's not such a thin dusting that you can't see it. That you see through it, but you can see the whole thing's been coated with it. Okay, so now we're going to put the lid back on, press it back down. Put this lid on, screwing it back. So far my Bokashi bucket hasn't made any liquid yet. That might change. Sorry, my dog's here. Diesel. So far my Bokashi bucket hasn't made any liquid yet. But that might change because I just added a whole bunch of cut up limes from our lime juice, limeade, cold brew that I make. I sort of do like a cold brew lemonade, which I could do a video about if you're interested. Okay. So I my Bokashi bucket is now about 3/4 full. I think I can get one more layer. I started it on the 29th and today is the 6th. Now, I'm a little concerned that I might need to get more buckets just because I seem to make a lot of food waste. Then again, we also had a sort of crazy week here and I had a lot of food that we didn't quite get through. We had some takeout and stuff like that we didn't quite get through that I put into the bucket. So there was a lot of volume from that. So we'll see. If I have to invest in a couple more buckets, then that's what I'll do. But we'll see. Okay. Find out what happens next. Bye. Hi everybody. I'm gonna check the Bokashi again. It is June 17th. No, it's June 13th. It's June 13th. We started it on 5/29. I have a bucket of compost that needs to be added from the past week. It's about 6 liters. Hazel's very interested in it. So, unscrewing the Bokashi bucket. I do think this will be the last add-on. I think this will be the last time we add to it. You can see it's looking pretty good. Does not smell bad. Smells a little funky, but not terrible. Kind of like miso or strong cheese. Yeah, actually it smells exactly like miso. So what I'll do after I add this last batch of stuff is I'm gonna put this bucket on the bottom to keep aging, and I'll put the new bucket on the top. When the new bucket is full, we can add it to the soil farm, the old bucket to the soil farm. So I'm just gonna take a minute here and spread this out a little. Press it down a bit so I can get more garbage in there. Like I said, I like to put a little paper towel in my compost bucket just to absorb extra liquid. So far, I haven't had any liquid gathering at the bottom of these buckets. There's been no leakage of scent either. Everything has smelled fine. And even when I'm opening it, it doesn't smell like garbage. It smells like really strong cheese. Which, if you're not expecting it, I could see people finding really kind of funky. If you're not a cheese person, it smells like really, really strong cheese or really, 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 really strong miso. Lots of phenols. Okay. Just gonna press it back in. So you can see this bucket is full. There's not really room to push it down any further. So I'm going to put the lid back on. This bucket is a little over full. So I'm just going to put the lid directly on it. I'm going to clean the plate, and when this bucket's done, we'll put it in the soil factory. So it's the 17th, or it's the 13th now. We started it on the 29th, so it's taken about 3 weeks to fill this bucket. I figure it'll take about 3 weeks to fill the second bucket, at which point the first bucket will be totally ready to go in the soil factory. It's like a minimum of 10 days that you want to wait to add it to soil. So 3 weeks, the longer it goes, the better it is. So the more time the various kinds of the various bacteria and fungi and everything, microorganisms in the ecosystem have time to break down everything and transform it. It's a little bit like doing alchemy, this kind of stuff. Fermentation. All right, see you soon.